from the Toronto Sun.
Hey, Pascal, how you doing?
Good, man. How you doing?
Good, thank you. Were you on the Tampa, Fort Lauderdale, or Nashville train there?
I mean, definitely Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No Nashville for you?
I mean, James, my brother went to Vanderbilt. I mean, I don't think it would be bad to go to Nashville, but I was definitely on the Florida train.
All right. Hey, how much of the way last season ended for you impacted or fueled you this off season?
I think for me, I mean, obviously not having the result that we wanted as a team, and then for me personally, not playing the way that I wanted to. And it's definitely, I mean, obviously for me, my summers is always off season. We just don't say that, but I always focus on, just going back and getting better and working on things and making sure that I come back a better player. And I think, it was no different, but obviously with a little edge, knowing that we didn't get what we wanted as a team, and then myself, I didn't play the way that I wanted to. So just a little bit more. And then I think for me, it was just kind of like the next step in terms of just having the crew of people that I put together that's going to focus just on me and from PT to strength and conditioning to nutritionist to, chef. Like, I think, this off season was probably the whole package for me. And just taking another step. Obviously, I've done those things in the past, but I think, it was just on a different level, just having a whole group of people together, just focusing on me and making sure that we help me get to the next level. So I was super excited about it, and I thought it went well, and I'm super excited about, the season and the future in general.
Did you spend any time trying to figure out why it went the way it went for you towards the end of last year, or was it just a case of get back in the gym and get to work?
Well, I think obviously, I mean, the world is crazy right now. I mean, there's so many different things that we all have to deal with as individuals. And I think it was no different for me, just dealing with different things from, the virus to, just all the things that are going on in the world, family problems to like everything. It was just a lot of things, just in place. And I didn't feel like I was where I wanted to be physically and mentally, so obviously you look at that and you want to look at, everything else. But at the same time, for me, it was just about getting right, like making sure that I'm good. Mentally making sure that I'm good, and I think we worry a lot about sometimes, like, it goes so fast. Like we get into this life and there's this basketball every day, there's problems here, and then, we got a pandemic, we got all this, and sometimes we forget to just, kind of like relax and enjoy life, or like something that I felt like, I didn't like. It was weird watching myself. Like, I think when I watched the game, one of the things that I really point out was just the fact that, I didn't recognize myself in terms of just like having fun like that. Like, I'm always somebody that has fun playing the game, and I love this game, and I don't never want to be able to play the game without any joy, and I think that's just something that I didn't see in myself, which is something that, for me, I just want to have fun, man. I just want to be able to play the game, work hard, have fun, and I think that's something I want to get back to. I obviously I looked at the games and things that I could have done better, but I think overall it's just like, getting right, getting right, man. Like, there's a lot of things going on in the world, and I think we all gotta kind of, make sure that we get right, and for me, that was the main focus, just getting right. I'm in a good place right now. I feel happy, excited about the future, and I just feel like I have that joy again.
All right. Thanks, Pascal. Take care.
We'll head next to Eric Corrine with The Athletic. Eric.
Hey, Pascal. Welcome back. I approve of the hair growth. Looking good. When we talked to Kyle right after the Boston series, he said about you, you'll be fine. But when he was really criticized in the past, he would like try to consume everything and read everything. And he said that would sort of be his advice to you, and use that to motivate you. Did you do any of that, or is that just Kyle and maybe that doesn't work for you?
I mean, I think we all deal with things differently. And for me, like, if I listen to people, like, I would never be who I am today. Like, I think it's something that like I've never done in my life. Like, if I listen to doubts or people telling me what I was supposed to be or what my ceiling was supposed to be or, you know, where I was, you know, coming into the league, what I was supposed to be, I was defined like by other people or telling me what, like, I never listened to that. Like, I'm not going to start today. Like, I've never paid attention to it. Obviously, I was disappointed the fact that we didn't win, obviously, and then also the fact that I didn't play the way that I wanted to. And I don't think anybody could be more disappointed than I was. So, like, I don't think I listen to anybody. I don't really care, you know. I don't care, but it's just that, like, I know myself and I'm such a hard worker and I put so much into the game that obviously I know a lot of things went wrong and I wasn't excited about it, but I think for me, people talking about, you know, whatever, like it don't really matter. Like, so I don't really pay attention to it. I don't put my energy or my focus to it. And one of the things that I said earlier is just, you know, I want to be happy and find that joy again of just playing and having fun. And I don't think me focusing on what people say is going to help me doing that. So it just, I don't really focus on that.
Just a thought, unrelated. We've heard so many stories about your off-season training. Usually you could sort of map out an off-season, you know, as when you're going to be coming back and you know what's planned for the summer. This time you didn't really know when you guys were coming back until, I don't know, a month ago. I don't even remember now. So how were you able to sort of plan your off season not knowing that, especially it seemed like you were going to be coming back in January and then they changed it to now?
Yeah, well, I think from like the way we planned it, obviously we were thinking about January. I mean, that's kind of like how we did it. But then, you know, one thing that we learned or one thing that I learned is that, you know, things change quickly, you know, in this new day and age. It's just like, I mean, things are going so fast and you never know. You got to be prepared for everything. You got to be prepared for everything. And for me, it was just like we planned it to be like how it was. And then once we heard that it wasn't, you know, we adjust. Like, I think that's something that, you know, we all got to figure out how to do now, you know, just finding ways to adjust. And I think it went well for me, like just having, I think for me, just having the group of people that I had around me. I mean, like, sometimes getting in the call with those people was just crazy to see the amount of people just focusing on me and making sure that I'm good and wanting to make me the best way that I can be. Like, I think we did an excellent job, like my team, my agent, all the people around me, just to make sure that we have everything that we need. And, you know, obviously we wanted to have more time, but that's 2020, man. Like, we don't know what's going to happen. You gotta expect anything and you gotta just be ready.
Thanks, Pascal. Hope it's warmer today than yesterday.
Yeah, it is.
All
definitely.
Right. Appreciate it.
We'll head now to Josh Lewinberg with TSN.
Hey, Pascal. Good to see you. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Good. Thanks, man. Obviously, some big changes in the front court this year. What was your reaction, first of all, to Serge and Mark moving on? And it certainly seems like you'll be playing more at the 5 this year, more small ball lineups. Are you looking forward to that? Or what's your comfort level in those smaller looks?
I think, well, obviously, I wasn't surprised. I mean, I thought we'll keep at least one of the bigs. I mean, I didn't really expect both of them to come back. But, you know, it kind of caught me by surprise a little bit, just the fact that we didn't get both of them, like any of them. But then again, you know, that's what it is. You know, we love those guys, and they made decisions that was best for them and their careers. And I think that, you know, just it didn't work out. So obviously the stories and being, you know, like the connection that we have with those guys will always be there, and you know, we always gonna be brothers for sure. And then just on our team, obviously we got, you know, Baines, Alex Land, you know, Chris stepping in, and I think, you know, him just having an opportunity to be out there, and I'm excited for him also, knowing that, you know, he works super hard and to get to this level, you know. I mean, he's getting a chance, and I'm excited about what he can bring to us, and you know, sometimes like just having that security, knowing that, you know, like you wanted and you kind of know that you're going to be in the rotation a little bit, you know. I think it helps a lot of people, and I know that, you know, it might do that for Chris too. So I'm excited, man. And for me, I always been a team player, man. I don't care what it is. I want to win, and whatever, is needed from me, I'll always be ready. And hopefully, I mean, if he's playing the 5, whatever, like it is what it is. And I'm going to go out there and do whatever I can to help my team win.
You've always had a special bond with Fred. How happy were you for him to kind of follow in your footsteps, get that big deal this offseason? And how happy were you that, of all places, it came with Toronto?
Yeah, I was super happy. I was super excited about that. He had called me before, like he texted me before, and then we talked after when the news broke out. I was just super excited for him, man. Like, I think just remembering all those days, coming in, he wasn't drafted, wasn't that same, just the rookies and always working hard. And I think just to see how far we came, it's kind of crazy. I always say he's one of my favorite players to watch play. And I'm just happy that he's here, he's with us. And we can, just continue to build, on such a great thing that we started. And I can't wait, man, to be out there on the floor with him, and obviously just being around him. I mean, it's always fun, and I'm super happy for him, excited for his family, and he definitely deserves it.
Thanks, Pascal. Appreciate it.
Heading now to Michael Grange with Sportsnet.
Hi, Pascal. Thanks for doing this. When we talk about, we've talked in the past about you improving your game. Is it ball handling, shooting, whatever, things like that? How much is becoming a superstar, about learning how to do things off the floor, like you were talking about? Find the right nutritionist, find the right trainer, those kinds of things. Do we not really understand that side of it very well, or have you had to learn it as you go as well?
Right. I feel like I've always had I knew a little bit. I think we all get better, man. We all try to improve, and for me, from where I came from, to be at this level is a blessing, and I always want to continue to improve and get better, find things that I can do better to help me, become the best player that I can be, and all those things you learn, you learn on the fly, and I've always been able to do that. And this year, I put a extra focus on it, just making sure that I have everything, man. Like, from that there's nothing outside of just the basketball that I can look at everything, and I know that I put everything like in my game, and I made sure that I was healthy. I eat the right things, and have a strength and conditioning person with me all the time, to make sure that I stay at my best, and things like that. So, which is, you learn, man. You learn as you go, and I'm super excited, man. I'm super excited about how it's gonna help me, and seeing the things that the little changes. And again, like you said, you learn those things, as you grow, and your role kind of changes. Now I have to figure out a way to talk a little bit more with Serge gone. Because Serge was kind of like that voice for most of us sometimes. So I think just being a leader, and different things that I have to continue to be better at.
Do you feel like being able to study Kyle, study Serge, be around Kawhi, have they been good role models for you? Like, do you feel like they've contributed to what you were just talking about?
Yeah, for sure. Like, from Kyle and Serge and all those guys. Like, just for me, like, just seeing how many years they've been playing. Like, that's amazing to me, and something that you aspire to do. And also just they always try to kind of like get us together, and things like that. So there's little things that I definitely would learn from them. Kawhi just always being level-headed and being the same at all time, and so there's DeMar, like, there's so many great people that was around, that I feel like I kind of learned from, and I think the relationship is always there, so you can always talk to them and reach out and figure out how you can be better.
Thanks again for doing this, Pascal. Take care.
Okay, we have a few more in English, and then we'll switch over to French for the last few. Let's head to Chris O'Leary with Raptors.com.
Hey, Pascal, can you hear me okay?
Yep. Okay,
perfect. This is a pretty significant situation that you guys are in, just having to kind of uproot and go to Tampa for potentially the whole season. What's important to you in this process to just be comfortable and settled and kind of just hit the ground running in the situation?
I've found a place. I think that's the first thing. Finding somewhere to live, and then I mean I like Florida, so it's cool. I mean, if I had to choose, I'd definitely be somewhere warm. So Florida was definitely like a no-brainer. But then again, we got to move everything. We got to figure out practice facility. We got to figure out like so many stuff to figure out. But again, like, I'm gonna go back to it. Like nothing has been normal, you know, for a long time. So we all learning and we all adjusting and you know, even for the people that's home, like I don't think it's going to be normal. So it's still going to be different at the end of the day, man. So we just can't, you know, kind of like continue to be like, oh, okay, we're here now. So there's nothing we can do about it. Continue. All we can do is just try to make it better, try to make it work. And for me, I mean, I feel like my whole life I've been just traveling and being in different places. Like I'm not, you know, so I just got to continue to do the things that I've been doing and trying to be as comfortable as possible and find a place. And once I have that, I think I'll be all right.
Just second, I'm sure you saw the trade that Washington made last night. The East looks, as it does every year at this point, a lot different than it did the year before. What do you make of all the changes that you've seen in the Eastern Conference, and where do you think you guys fit at this point?
I mean, I think it's like the league is, you know, it's a lot of changes, a lot of things happening. It's great for the game. Just seeing people in different places and makes it fun. I mean, it makes it exciting, and I think for us, we're excited. We're excited about the opportunity to be out there, and we always know that, and I think a lot of teams know that. You know, we definitely a tough team to be, and once, you know, we out there and playing the way that we do, like I mean, it's hard for anybody to beat us. So we have that confidence, and we know that, you know, we're going to continue to get better. We got a lot of things to work on, you know, new people to integrate into what we do. But at the same time, man, like we believe in ourselves, and you know, I think it's going to be an exciting season. It's going to be fun. Can't wait.
Okay, moving on. Last one in English is going to go to Gustavo Faldon with ESPN Brazil, and then we will be moving to French.
Hi, Pascal. How's it going?
Good. How you doing, man?
I'm good. I just wanted to know, first, a couple of years ago, the Raptors surprisingly won the NBA championship. Then last season, you guys had to live with the expectations of being the defending champions.
What does that even mean?
No, it wasn't that way. I mean, because people were just pointing out that the Warriors were the favorites. That's all. That's totally deserve it. You guys totally deserve it, just to make that clear. And now, what's the mindset that this team has to get back on top?
I think, you know, obviously, like, again, we didn't have the result that we wanted last year. And it's just, you know, for every good team, when you go out there and you don't get the things that you wanted to get to, you just go back to the drawing boards, you work hard, and you try to get back to that level. And I think that's what we focus on, like, from, you know, the first guy to, you know, the last man on the team. Like, it's about, and even the new guys, you know, they know, you know, the level that we've been playing at for a while. So I think they're just ready to just come in and contribute and help. And for us, we just want to get back to the level that we're supposed to get to.
We'll head now to Mike Lavoie with l'Express in French.
Bonjour Pascal, content de te retrouver. Tu l'as un peu dit en anglais, je voulais te demander, est-ce que tu as un peu analysé ce qui n'a pas été pour toi dans la bulle et quelles sont les réponses que tu as trouvées à ça?
Ouais, je pense que c'était très intéressant, juste de revoir les matchs et juste de revoir mon attitude. Et pour moi, c'est quelque chose que je veux vraiment changer et pouvoir juste être content, en fait. Avoir cette joie de vivre, cette joie de quand tu joues. Et c'est quelque chose que je n'ai pas vraiment vu sur moi quand je regardais les matchs. Donc, je suis vraiment focalisé sur ça. Et puis aussi avoir une équipe avec moi qui travaille sur mon développement. Et je pense que cet été ou cette off-season, j'ai vraiment, c'était vraiment un point de focus. Et je suis vraiment content de ce qu'on a fait pendant l'été avec mon agent et tout ça. On a vraiment créé une équipe vraiment qui soit là toute l'année pour me soutenir. Et on espère que ça va continuer et juste avoir tout ce que je peux pour m'aider à être le meilleur que je peux.
Parfait. Juste une deuxième question. Je voulais avoir ton avis sur le départ de Serge Ibaka et ce qu'il t'avait apporté lors de son passage à Toronto.
Ouais, bah, je pense que ouais, ça fait. Pour moi, je pensais que Serge devait revenir. Donc, ça m'a vraiment pris par surprise. Mais bon, en fait, je suis content pour lui. Je sais qu'il a pris une décision pour lui qui sera bien pour sa carrière. Et à la fin, il sera toujours un frère pour nous. Avoir gagné la NBA ensemble, c'est quelque chose qu'on n'oubliera jamais. Et vraiment, quelqu'un qui a joué en NBA pour des années, pour moi, je pense que c'est toujours un exemple et quelque chose que j'aimerais accomplir. Donc, on va vraiment le manquer et vraiment, je suis de bonne chance.
Merci beaucoup.
And now to Raphaël with Radio-Canada.
Bonjour Pascal, j'espère que vous vous portez bien. J'aimerais vous entendre, vous avez parlé un peu de cette équipe que vous avez formée. Est-ce que vous pouvez nous donner un peu plus de détails sur en quoi est-ce qu'elle consiste? Est-ce qu'on parle de préparateur physique ou davantage un psychologue et de post-sportif?
Ouais, c'est un peu de tout en fait, la nutrition, préparateur physique, beaucoup de gens en fait qui sont là pour travailler sur moi et continuer à m'aider à aller au niveau où je vais aller. Donc, je suis vraiment content qu'on ait pu se faire ça. C'est quelque chose que j'avais toujours en tête, mais bon, je pense que cet été, on a pu le faire. Et vraiment, j'espère que ça va continuer comme ça. Et puis, je veux voir les résultats et comment ça va m'aider, en fait.
Et vous en avez parlé un peu en anglais, mais comment est-ce que vous concevez que votre rôle peut changer cette année avec le départ de Serge, de Marc, en étant un grand gaillard? Est-ce que vous pensez que Nick pourra vous utiliser à une sauce un peu plus différente?
Ah ouais, peut-être. Moi, je suis toujours un gars pour moi, c'est l'équipe en fait. Tout ce que je peux faire pour qu'on gagne, c'est ça l'important, c'est ça l'essentiel. Donc, je suis focalisé dessus et vraiment, à la fin, si je dois jouer mineur ou je dois jouer en 5, vraiment, je vais faire ce que je peux faire pour que l'équipe gagne.
Merci.
And Pascal, our last one is going to be with Babacar Diarra from BBC Africa.
Bonjour Pascal. Ma question vient d'Afrique, donc je voudrais avoir ton mot sur la Basketball Africa League qui a été reportée certes, mais c'est quand même un projet très important de la NBA. Quel est ton regard là-dessus et qu'est-ce que tu penses que ça peut apporter aux jeunes basketteurs africains?
Je pense que c'est quelque chose de très important et j'espère vraiment qu'on puisse le faire. Je sais que vraiment c'était en marche, mais avec le Covid et tout ça, c'est un peu compliqué. Mais bon, je pense que c'est une énorme opportunité pour la jeunesse, le basketball en Afrique et juste avoir quelque chose qui peut aider à avoir beaucoup plus de jeunes en NBA ou juste à donner un peu de hope aux jeunes d'Afrique. Et je suis vraiment content, j'espère que c'est quelque chose qu'on peut faire et vraiment tout ce que je peux faire pour pouvoir aider ça et continuer à développer le basket en Afrique. Vraiment, moi, je suis toujours pour ça. Donc, je suis super excité et j'espère qu'on puisse le faire.
Et je voulais juste rajouter une question, si possible, par rapport au fait qu'il y a de plus en plus de joueurs dans la Ligue qui viennent du continent. Encore une fois, dans cette draft, il y a notamment Precious Achiuwa du côté du Miami Heat. Est-ce que tu les suis? Est-ce que tu les regardes et à quel point tu es fier de ça?
Ah non, je suis très fier de voir, je ne sais pas combien d'Africains ont été draftés. Ça fait plaisir, Et pour nous, on a vu les Luc avant Luc, tous les autres, les Mutombo et tous ces gens qui sont venus avant. Je pense que c'est toujours bien d'avoir cette inspiration-là et juste savoir que tu étais l'un des gens que les jeunes regardent et ça a poussé beaucoup de jeunes à pouvoir accomplir ce qu'ils font aujourd'hui. Et ça me fait plaisir. Qui aurait dû imaginer que pendant une draft, il y aura tellement de gens qui viennent de l'Afrique. Donc, ça prouve que en tant qu'Africains, on continue à se développer et le basket, ça avance et vraiment, je suis très content et j'espère que pendant les années à venir, on pourra avoir beaucoup plus d'autres.
Merci beaucoup, Pascal. Bonne saison.
That's it, Pascal. Thank you very much.